We've got about 4 or 5 staff running things, all for one guy and one solo, amazing guy, Yves Jarvis. He's going to do a couple songs. Welcome, Yves, and take it away.
Thank you so much.
Countless and boundless, all no way, epic and full way, waste for no sake, unconscionable con, product of lines led, without any trace, both feet planted firmly in one's place, not at the whims, we're out on the fringe, making the best of this flight. You wanted, baby, to shed your appetite. You couldn't fool me. It's a prospect of what could be, but it's void and empty, unprecedented, unfolding out from their holdings and into the fray, the rise and the fall of an empire with this dying breath. Should be ashamed with due respect and out on your own without a cell phone, making mistakes on your way. Can you hack it, baby? Day in, every day, day out. Can you hack it every day? It's a prospect in front of me, and it's void and empty. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A prism through which I perceive limits to embrace and work within. Do not resist. A plague of pastiche encroaching, one not just when among so many. We can break free. Wake up and smell the coffee. One's impulses rise and supersede humanity. I hope that it's not too late.
Those were two singles from the Zug, At the Whims, and Prism, Through Which I Perceive, put together as one. So I'm going to do just another brief tune here for props from my record before that, the Green record.
fortune could not be contained, be deprived of light of day, return to form. There's no way. Yeah, you knew that was the cost. Not quite the extent of the loss. Now your unfortunate makes you depraved. You can't empathize or reciprocate. I'm sure your heart is in the right place. That's the way it comes across. Like you're pandering through props. Now forking on to inertia. Now forking on to inertia. And now forking on to inertia. Now working on you, oh yeah, I'm working on you.
Lovely, Yves. Thanks so much for those 3/2 songs.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the space to do so.
Hey, so you are from Calgary, and you've been living in Montreal for a while, hey?
I've been in Montreal for many years, yeah. So I guess after I graduated at 18, I was there for 5 years. And then I went to Toronto for a little bit. And now I'm kind of all over the place, but Montreal is the home base.
Was there a reason to leave Calgary? You can diss Calgary if you want, or you can
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. No, I see things completely through rose-colored lenses when in regards to Calgary. Every experience I had in music, especially, was positive. Would be an understatement.
Yeah, you started out. You were pretty young when you started playing music. I remember an article in Fast Forward that I think you were on the cover, and we're like, "Who is this kid, and how is he putting out so much music?"
Yeah, I was busking and like going on trips and busking, and then when I got into the local scene, I was recording all the time. Yeah.
Who were some of the people that you worked with initially musically? Were there some musicians in town that helped kind of boost you up, or you kind of made it on your own?
No, absolutely. I completely was mentored by my collaborators. Actually, I'm so blessed that my collaborators for this show, Chris Dadge and Scott Monroe, bass and drums.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than that, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't. It absolutely does not. And Chris Dadge was somebody that I met when I was busking. I must have been 12 or 13, and I would spend my earnings at the record shop down the street, Hot Wax, that he was working at, and we found that we had a similar taste, at least in the current music. Mm-hmm. And he put me on to, Chad Van Galen, Women, things happening on Flemish Eye, which again I feel very blessed to be put on that continuum. Mm-hmm. So then he put on the first Lab Coast show was my first show as a band called Faux Fur. That was me.
That's right. Yeah.
My buddy when we were in grade 8. And,
that's hilarious. I knew you were young, but I didn't realize it was grade 8.
Yeah, we played at NMC, and Dadge gave me my first 4-track. He got me into home producing. So
That dad, she's a good one.
Oh yeah.
And you met Ian Russell of Flemish Eye through that as well.
Well, not exactly. I actually only met Ian right before I moved to Montreal. Because
okay.
Ian and I started talking when I recorded this album called Tenet, this Unblonde record in 2014, 13, 14, and that's when Ian and I first actually met. Yeah.
Okay. So what was the impetus to busk? Were you just sort of couldn't help yourself? You were 12 or 13 and you just started playing music and you couldn't help it? Did you have parent pressure?
Frankly, frankly, I wanted the money so bad. Like I wanted, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No.
I wanted an iPod.
I see.
So I really wanted to buy an iPod, so I saved up and I did that. And then I kept doing it because, I knew that I was going to try and have art be my career. I knew I was working towards art being my career as an adult, but as a child, I finding that that format was very exciting for me to earn money, to quantify it that way, to
yeah. And did you come from a musical family?
Not really, not really players, but great appreciators.
Excellent. That helps.
Yeah.
And then you moved to Montreal. And do you want to talk just a little bit? I mean, there's so much that you've done and different band names. And I was asking because I knew you'd worked with Ian Russell. And when you and I talked, and I thought that maybe you'd worked together for a decade. And you said, no, it's only been 5 years. And I said, oh, okay. And then it's been 4 albums. So there's a lot you've packed into that time. You want to talk a little bit about the different things that you've explored and styles and approaches and kind of how you've jumped from one to the other? I realize that's one big, long question covering 4 or 5 albums, but just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I feel like this is with the Zug, I feel like I've kind of brought it back around, like full circle, in the sense that I feel like I'm sonically and energetically and rhythmically, especially, playing off of ideas that kind of were at the beginning of my relationship with Flemish Eye, and yeah, I feel like I've been using the same gear since then, and it's such versatile gear that I've been able to feel comfortable experimenting and pushing the boundaries, pushing myself sonically and creatively with the same little 4-track.
And do you spend a lot of time thinking about what you're doing? Do you feel like it comes naturally? And which comes first, the lyrics or the melodies? How do you approach your creativity?
I'll often have a lyric with a very particular cadence, like a turn of phrase or some. I like colloquialisms and just pithy phrases, mottos, slogans. So proverbs. That'll often
cool.
be the beginning of a track. That'll be the seed of a track, and then I'll find a way to approach that musically, and I'll find a way to get away from it and put a bow on it.
Oh, that's a really good way to describe it. And proverbs from all over the world or from certain places?
Well, I mean, really just in the, really just things that are in that style. Like, I guess more aphorisms would be the right word. I like really aphoristic, pithy, short, quippy, slogans.
Such as?
Well, I can't do it now, but I can't do it now that you ask, of course.
You want to cite a couple of them from your songs? I'm curious. You don't have to, though.
I'm completely blank. Yeah,
that's all right. It's okay. No,
unable.
it's all right. It's good. I feel like there's something in you, and there's a kind of a relentless creativity in you, and I think that's kind of evidenced by 4 albums in 5 years. And imagine it sounds like you feel that too. That it sounds like there's something in you, and it kind of comes out, and maybe you can control it, and maybe you can't.
Yeah, ideally it would be 5 in 5 years. I would like to do an album a year.
Yes.
I feel like that's a good time to make something that's thoughtful and urgent.
So and that's the urgency, is the sort of creativity, that there's some things trying to get out and that you want to put them on an album.
Definitely, yeah. I feel like if the curator in me prevents over releasing, but I would like to release every song I make as soon as I make it, and I don't know, maybe there'll be a format for that at some point in my career. But
is there some editing in there where every song you make probably shouldn't see the light of day?
I don't really feel that way, no, because I really go for it with every song that I record, because that's my primary tool of songcraft. Like, I don't really sit with the guitar and unless there's something recording it, and then when that thing is recorded, it must be turned into something, or else it'll be thrown away. So
I got you. And so, just to talk before you do your last song, just talk a bit about some of the people. I should know this answer, but even if I did, maybe other people don't. Have you continued to work with Daj and the gang for all your albums, or do you have other people playing on your albums, these last 4?
No, so nobody has played on my solo albums. It's all the instrumentation has been by myself, but I did make a collaborative album in 2020. And called Ecstatic Band, or 2021, maybe that was. We made it in 2020. That was something that I did because I wanted an outlet for collaboration, which is something that I'm not really open to in my solo work, because it would have to be a different project in order to collaborate in the studio.
Right. So the albums you're doing solo, and but then live you've got the guys playing with you this Saturday.
Yeah, I've always tried to. I've been playing solo live for a long time, but I've been trying to get back into that live dialogue, because that's where all the magic is live. But yeah, I unfortunately I haven't been in the studio with either Daj or Monty since Monty recorded a Faux Fur album for me in 2013 or something. Yeah, 2013, right before On Blonde.
Excellent.
And so it's been since then that we've been in the studio together with.
So this is a pretty special time. You're back in Calgary. You're back playing with your mentors and your friends and your collaborators, and it's all going to be live on Saturday night at Easttown Get Down.
Yeah, it's the greatest privilege, and I'm happy to be very thankful that you have me here, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. What venue are you playing? Do you remember? Don't worry if you don't. People can look it up.
All I know is that it's Easttown Get Down. That's all I know.
Yeah. Okay, well, Easttown Get Down, we'll talk more about that, but it is, as I mentioned, on International Avenue, which is 17th Avenue Southeast, and it is quite a significant mini festival, 40 different artists playing at a whole ton of venues along that same drag, and Yves Jarvis is one of them, and he's here in the studio. It's a joy to have him here, and take it away, Yves, play another song or two live here at the CJSW studios on Alternative to What?
Thank you so much. I'm going to play another single off the Zug called Bootstrap Jubilee.
I see what is in front of me. In the event that there's an opportunity, go a lesson to a higher form of being. Watch me bootstrap from the substrate underneath. I grasp abstraction and proxy, develop tools that increase productivity. Gain some traction in this corporeal scheme. Cultivate some ego order, self-esteem. Patterns will emerge naturally. Narratives and paradigms will interweave. Fractals multiply as far as I can see, governing the principles of my body. Jubilee, Jubilee, I am your culprit. But when will I see you again?
verses about growing up in Calgary, actually.
I was born in 1996 with an immediate reluctance to exist. Privileged upbringing with two loving parents, educated and nurtured my talent. I took to music as a kid. I always knew I wanted to be creative. Busking on the street proved to be lucrative. Made connections in the local radius. We'd play 50 times a year, rubbing elbows with the artists we revere, climbing up the rungs of this music career. That's the sequence of events that leads me here. Jubilee, Jubilee, I am your culprit. When will I see you again? I try to tell you. 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 I tried. I tried.
Thank you so much, Yves. It's like I say, it's been a real pleasure to have you in the studio and hear a little bit about your creative process. And I think that there's lots of people going to want to see you play this weekend. You don't play here too often, do you?
No, well, I mean, the last time I was here was maybe 2018 or...
Oh, that's a long time
19.
ago.
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah.
So this is actually kind of special.
It absolutely is, yeah. I'm thrilled. I'm seeing so many... I'm very nostalgic here.
Yeah, I get
How redundant is that verse that I sang? I literally sang. I'm singing the same story that I was just talking about.
That's all good. Thank you so much for coming in, Yves Jarvis, live here on CJSW 90.9 FM. This is Carrie Clark here at your service, and the show is Alternative to What, brought to you each and every week by our friends down at the Highline Brewing. We're going to hear another Calgary group right now, the Crown Corporation. Yves, we'll see you on Saturday.